I can write in here. Awesome. Heroic culture. I'm a hobbit of the Shire. I have hobbit sense. My strength is 2. My heart is 6. My wits are 6. How do I zoom in on this sheet for us? I really don't have a plan. I'm just winging it. I just want to play this game tonight. So let's figure this out now. Characteristics is done. Standard of living. Where's my standard of living on here? Standard of living, common. Lovely. That's where I'm at. Copy the listed skills onto your character sheet. Oh, it automatically deduced the skills. This is my default skills. Copy the following combat proficiency ranks onto your character sheet, selecting preferred proficiency when offered a choice. Bow or swords, 2. Give me swords at 2. Bows are for cowards. Or choose 1 combat proficiency. I'm picking swords. Choose 2 distinctive features among those listed. I'm picking fair spoken. I'm picking merry. I am both merry and fair spoken. Hobbits speak only the common speech. Here we go. Give me a good name. Bungo. Bungo's a great name. Longo. Myrtle. I'm going with Bungo. I'm gonna be Bungo Hornblower. That's a good proud hobbit name. Us hornblowers are fair folk. Awesome. What else do I gotta do? Back to your characters. Once they've made your choice, refer to the appropriate heroic culture. I did that. Record my skills, choose my features, choose my name. I didn't choose my age. What's my age again? I think I'll be 23. It said something about them running around when they're like in their 20s. Perhaps I can use that. Yeah, I'll be 23. Okay, back to my characters. Then I am 33. Players finalize their character creation process by moving on to page 44 and applying the steps below. Choose a calling. All right, well, let me learn about all the different ones. There's Captain, Champion, Messenger, Scholar, Treasure Hunter, and Warden. Okay. Captain. When the world is on the brink of ruin, it is the duty of all individuals worth to rise and take the lead, whatever the risk. You have chosen to put your judgment to the service of others to guide them in this dark hour, but you don't want others to heed your commands out of your obedience. You want them to follow you because they trust you. Hell yeah, dude. This is actually awesome. I think I want to do that. I kind of want to be a captain. Messenger. Courtesy, song, and travel. What happens if I select a one? Hold on. Calling to a heroic culture results in 36 combinations. Right, but this is probably more than treasure hunter of a dwarf or not. Each player should collect a calling. The best players take the concept. Okay, okay. When you select a calling, you choose 2 skills among those lists and mark them as favored skills. What does that mean? Oh, I guess I check them on the character sheet and mark them as favorite. Choose two. Okay, so I'm going to be a captain. Give me Enhearten as favored. And give me Persuade as favored. Additional distinctive feature. Oh, calling. I'm a Capitan. Leadership. When under pressure, other people naturally turn to your thing. Okay. Oh, grand. It's right there. Leadership. Love that. Is this like getting derived somewhere? This sheet's pretty cool. Ah, yeah. So here you go. Here's where all the VLOOKUPs are happening. Okay. I just had to. They hid the sheet, but I found it. So I named this Bungo Hornblower TOR2E sheet. Okay. Shadow Path, Lure of Power. Individuals are given positions of authority either by rank, lineage, or statute that may end up mistaking their own aggregates for the greater good of the people. Power is the quintessential temptation, and shadow. Yes, I want to be like a weird advisor who gets caught into other people's schemes. Okay. Players have 10 points to spend on raising skills and combat proficiencies. The cost of raising each ability. Okay. Well, I need Enhearten for sure. I'm gonna spend 3 points to get 2 skills into it. What does the all skill do? That sounds interesting. Skills. This skill measures the capacity to evoke respect in onlookers. Oh, I gotta have my pops. Gotta give me awe for sure. So I'm going to spend. So I just spent 6 points, right? The abilities of new creators can now be raised to represent experiences prior to their life as adventurers. From blank to 1 is 1 point, and then from 1 to 2 is 2 points. So that total combined is 3 points. So I spend 3 points to Enhearten, 3 points to Awe. That's 6 points. I have 4 left. Give me a point in lore. So that's 1 point. I got 3 points left, which sounds like a 2 to a 3. Is there something I can bring 2 to a 3? Perhaps insight. So I suck at traveling. I suck at fighting. I love it. Okay. So here we go. Combat proficiencies? Why? Who does that? Dude, it's just swords. I got 2 sword. That's all I'm going to do. Starting heroes can choose 1 weapon for which they have a rating and their favored selection of armor, helms, and shields. Players should record their chosen weapons and armor. Oh shit, did my calling give me a selected stuff? No, it didn't. Can choose 1 weapon for each combat proficiency. They have a rating and their favorite selection of armor, helms, and shields. Okay. Players should record their weapons. Dude, just give me a short sword. Damage 3, injury 16, load 1, encumbrance. What's edge? Nothing. Okay. One-handed. What does this mean? I think it means melee, so I'm going to select that. Sick. Now, how do I wear armor? It didn't say I started with armor. Starting gear. I'm just going to wear a leather shirt. My load is, I have -4 available. Endurance? Uh-oh. I haven't even picked any damn traveling gear. Give me a suit of expensive clothing. Oh, courtesy is a skill. Awesome. Give me liquor, for sure. And give me pearl earrings. Sounds awesome. Yeah, just don't get hit. I don't feel like this endurance is right. It can carry a maximum load equal to their total endurance. My endurance is 20. My hope is 16. Can I bring a pony? Old horse. Yeah, I got a little nag. Awesome. Vigor of 1. I'll give them a name. Starting rewards? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go back over the Strider mode now. Oh, I have 15 points to spend instead of 10 in a solo game. Well, then I will probably take two into travel. That's 3 points, and I got 2 left. Let me put 1 into athletics and 1 into battle. There we go. I have a fellowship score equal to what? My safe haven. Yeah, okay. Your fellowship score, rather than representing a bond between you and your companions, it signifies your connections to your communities you serve and the wilds you roam. I hope that cannot be diminished by shadows. Thank you. Oh, 3 plus any additional bonuses from virtues, cultural blessings, and patrons. Well, I don't have any of that. That's not good. My old horse is going to be named Dendy. So Bungo rides Dendy. All right, time to pick a patron. I think my patron's going to have to be Bilbo Baggins. No, it could be kind of cool if it's Gandalf, to be honest. How do I roll to determine? Perhaps the most important choice for a lone hero is their patron. A patron can provide the motive for an errand. A patron can serve as a core way to cover a campaign. In choosing your patron, play close attention to your favorite callings as well as their agenda. My favorite callings? Oh, to their favorite callings. Okay. Did I select a virtue? Read the description and look for any company-specific benefits. Blah, blah, blah. Some cultural virtues provide benefits solely for... 3 is company. Hobbit virtue? I didn't see these Hobbit virtues. What? Starting reward and virtue. Oh, it's over here. I didn't finish this. That's why. So I just roll on these right now? Valor and wisdom. There they are. Valor and wisdom. They start at... Both ratings are ranked 1 to 6, reflecting on the transformation of novice to veteran. At the beginning of the game, they start at 1. Among the other various game effects of gameplay, Valor and Wisdom grant players special abilities. Abilities granted a new rank in Wisdom are called virtues, while those are gained in Valor are called rewards. Awesome. Virtue. So do I roll a starting reward and a starting virtue? Cool. Starting reward. At the start of the game, all players choose one virtue and one reward, selecting them among those listed in Chapter 5. Oh, okay. So is there a better list? I'm looking at the rewards list here. Trying to decide. I think I want Fell. Because I think I want my weapon to do more damage. Or maybe I want Grievous. Or maybe I want Keen. Sharp or better balance. This weapon is now more likely to produce a piercing blow. Oh, yeah, I want that. Give me Keen. Keen sword. Oh, yeah. Now, virtues. What about cultural virtues? By members of that culture when they gain a new rank in wisdom. So I don't have a cultural virtue until the next advancement. I'm going to pick Mastery. Mastery and picking 2 skills and making them favored sounds good. Riddle and Insight. I don't know what that's going to do. I mean, I know what favored does, but I don't know if this is good. All right. When selecting virtues, some cultural virtues provide benefits for the company. Well, I didn't get that one. I don't gain that. Starting virtue. Choose a patron, and then choose a safe haven. Gandalf the Grey. Warn the free peoples and inspire them into action is exactly the things I want to do. So I'll pick Jandalf. I gain 2 fellowship points. Do I mark my patron anywhere? Not on here. Ah, I can make the edge column to be 9 for Keen. That's how that works. Okay. Patrons. Gandalf the Grey. Spend fellowship to make a shadow test favored. Spend fellowship to make shadow test favored. Whatever that means. Okay, cool. The Safe Haven. I'm jumping ahead. Give me the Safe Haven. All right, I'm just gonna pick the prancing pony in Bree. Sounds good. What does fellowship focus mean? Is that the agenda? Oh, choose fellowship focuses is the last step. Okay. All right. Well. A company's fellowship rating represents the loyalty to blah, blah, to each other, but some might share an additional level, blah, blah, blah. Such bond. Okay. I don't really get a fellowship focus because. Okay, I can. Yeah, I ignore that part of character creation. Okay. While journeying, the player hero is considered inspired on skill rolls because I gain the distinctive feature of Strider. How do I add this one? Oh, I'll just put it somewhere. Strider. Favored. Oh, and sorry, inspired. Inspired on skill rolls when journeying. This is very riveting. All right. Do I just like start playing the game now? I rolled a 4 for my patron quest. Our vision is clouded, our path uncertain. We must capture or servant of the enemy. Who are they and what do they know? Okay. That's good to know. Let me put this down here. Capture a servant of the enemy. For intel. Oh shit. Okay. This is awesome. He's doing it. All right. How do you actually play the game though? Using the presented core rules, solos should set the target number from 18 instead of 20. Okay. So this will be 18. This one is 18. And this one is 18. That seems pretty good. Basically, I have a 10% better chance of succeeding. Reading the feat die. When taking actions you want to give challenge additional focus in a dramatic moment, use a result that includes a Gandalf rune or Eye of Sauron icon to represent circumstances or events beyond the control of your player hero. Rolling the Gandalf rune means a successful action was bolstered by fortune. Rolling a failure with the Sauron rune indicates failure. Broken weapon, difficult terrain, enemy reinforcements. Keep in mind that you're free to gloss over them as a result. Just consider the nature of success. Okay, awesome. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool. When a successful action also produces elvish symbols on your success dice, this is a superior result. Sure. I believe that. If you want to detail natures of a benefit's results solo play, you can use a table below. Risk level, hazardous, foolish. All right, so like I've never played this game before. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've read a little bit about the rules. I know that you roll your success dice plus your fate die when you're making a roll, and you're trying to beat a certain number. And I think you sum them all up. Using risk levels. For Strider mode, it is recommended to use risk levels, page 131, when visualizing and resolving risky action. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. The telling table. One of the most useful tools is the telling table. Use the telling table when questions are yes or no. Let's see. Roll a feat die. If the answer is yes, if you roll this. Okay, cool. Perfect. Lore table. Calculate your starting eye awareness. Where do you keep this? Where is this available? Don't see it. Oh, by the way, don't my items give me like +2 or something like that? My traveling gear. Yeah, useful. What do useful items do? Players are free to choose items, blah, 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 useful items. An advantage. I don't know what that means. That's okay. Add 1 if you have a Valor rating or 4 or more. I definitely don't. Add 1 if you are a dwarf. I'm definitely not. I don't have any famous weapons or armor. I'm a nobody. I don't care about skirmish stance. I'm not doing range combat. Who does range combat in this game? Solo journey stuff. Okay. I think I'm ready to begin. All right, so Bungo Hornblower. What do I know about myself? Life path event? Hang on, life path event? What is life paths events? I didn't do this part. Wait. Show me life path event. Is it in here? Oh yeah, I could have picked backstories. This would have given me what I needed. All right, well, give me a major event. Do I just roll a fate die? I do. Okay, rolling a fate die. I rolled an 11. "11" is not the Gandalf rune. Nor is it the Eye of Sauron. It's just the two number. Where? Uh-oh. Yeah, this is I opened up the life path PDF right now. The downside right now is that there's no feat die roll of 11. There's the Sauron. There's the favored by the Grey Wizard. Yes, I see, and that both of those symbols are absolutely on this die. But the thing is, though, so is an 11. And I rolled an 11. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 9, 10, 11, 12. Their official dice were misprinted? What do you mean they were misprinted? What's missing on that die? What did I actually roll? Just use a regular D12. Okay. Got my big old jar of dice. D12. I rolled a 2. I think a 2 is very bad, right? No. Growing up, you became half wise. You may not possess the cunning of the wise, but what you lack in intelligence, you make up for in other ways. Raise your wit's target number by 1 and lower another target number by 1 of your choice. Okay, so my wit's target number goes to 19. Get owned. But let's lower my strength by 1 because I'm a genius. Okay. Cool. I'm half wise. There you are. Oh no, did you already do it? No. Okay, good. 18. I mean, technically I should probably do it like this. 18 minus 1. And then I can put it over here. 18 plus 1. Just so it's all like hunky-dory. Hell yeah, that's sick as hell. All right, sick. So I'm half wise. Thank you, life paths. Let me now get ready to play. Let's do telling table. I think it's likely that I start the game talking to Gandalf. Am I talking to Gandalf? 3. No, I'm not talking to Gandalf. Okay, so that's bad. All right, cool. So I'm not talking to my patron at the start. I think it's likely, again, that I'm in a bad spot starting out. Am I in a bad spot? A 1. No, I'm not. A 1, wait, is a 1 Sauron? No, a 1 is not Sauron. 11s and 12s are Saurons. 11 is Sauron, 12 is Gandalf. Okay, so I rolled a 1. I failed. So I'm not in a bad spot. So I'm not in a good spot. So I'm not in a bad spot, and I'm not meeting my patron. What is waylaying me? So let's figure out what's going on. Let's look at the telling table, the lore table. I think that's might be it. But let me roll in the lore table, discolor it. I roll a feed die and a success die, and I pray to the gods. An 8 and a 3. My action was scheme. I guess I need to roll 2 more dice. Scheme 1. Restored and focus is a rumor. Scheme a restored rumor. The aspect is... So I got a scheme about a rumor. Right. So... This is me getting information to bring to Gandalf and being like, Gandalf, what the hell is going on, man? And Gandalf's gonna be like, listen, we're fucked up. We need to go. I need you to go do this bad stuff now that you know about this. All right, it's something like that, right? I feel like that's how this is gonna go. So, what do I come across? Scheme, a rumor, and schemes. It does seem like I'm around people. Scheming and rumoring and stuff like that. That's like a social thing. Perhaps I'm in Hobbiton. Perhaps. And perhaps there's some kind of like rumor mongering going on, and someone's talking about some terrible stuff that concerns me to go talk to Gandalf. So how do you actually play this game? It's likely that this is a familial member that's being rude. So let me figure out if it's true. Yes, it is a family member. It's a fellow Hornblower. Is it my dad? Likely. 7. Yes. Okay, so it's my dad. All right, I'm getting a fight with my dad. My dad is telling me that things are bad. And at this party, he's very uncoming, like, talking about bad rumors and stuff from folks that he trades. I imagine he's a trader, right? Like a merchant. So he probably like goes to and fro. And he's been hearing about these bad rumors and he's telling people here. So let's start there. So I need to calm. I'm so, like, how could you, Dad? Dad, like that's not proper, respectful talk. Like, that's none of our business, and it's not like the world's gonna care about the Shire one way or another. Yeah, but it's putting us at harm. Our trade's going down. How are you gonna keep up with our cousins? Stuff like that. Still, you shouldn't be saying such things. So let me try to handle this in a way that my dad doesn't get mad at me. So how do I avoid my dad getting mad at me? Probably a skill test, right? I'm making a roll. This is probably a heart test, right? This is probably against hearts. So let me figure out what I need to do to roll against hearts. Am I enheartening him? Or am I trying to relate to him in person? Let's see here. Skills. Show me skills. Yeah, they achieve this through charisma and conviction rather than effective use of words. The skill can be used on individuals. It's effective in influencing crowds. So my dad's upset, and I can see that the news is getting bad, and it's coming down, and it's going to ruin our business. And so I'm going to tell my dad to cheer up. He's still my dad, and he's still the best hornblower's ever lived. We can do this, and let's just enjoy our time today. So let's see here. So this is a heart test. I'm enheartening him, so I get to roll favored, so I get to roll 2 d12s. Awesome. And I get to roll 2 skill dice. And I'm trying to beat a 12. That's really good. I rolled an 11 and a 10, as well as 5. An 11 is the Eye of Sauron, though. So I think I failed, right? Or is 12 Eye of Sauron? Let me look at the rules, because it tells you this in the book. When you're like, oh, when you're using regular dice, 12 is the Gandalf rune, 11 is the Eye of Sauron. So I rolled an Eye of Sauron. Very first roll of the session, I rolled the Eye of Sauron. I love that for me. That's an automatic failure. I think my dad is I think my dad's a spy for the enemy. I think he got corrupted. And I think what's going to happen is I think my dad is going to fly into a rage at me and attack me because he is so despondent and upset. And my senses of encouraging him just it tears at his conflict internally, and he just wants it to stop. He doesn't even know what he's doing. So, this is when Bilbo wants to see his ring again, and he goes like, I guess I'm fighting my dad right now. That sounds like the worst possible result I can think of, is having an actual lethal combat with my dad. How do I do this? Because we're in combat now. There we are, combat. There's no distance here. We are right next to each other. There's no. I think it would be fair. All player heroes must make a roll an awareness test, or I'll be surprised. Okay, I think my dad attacking me would certainly be surprising here. So I think I'm justified in having to make an awareness test to succeed at not being surprised by my dad's attack. Cool. So awareness test. Awareness test is probably a wits test. So probably got to beat a 13. That's a 9 plus a 6 plus a 2. I pass it. I realize my dad is going to attack me, so that's good. Pa, what are you doing? As he tackles me. I'm gonna go completely defensive. I lose a die. All combat attacks aimed at me lose 1 die. My attack rolls lose 1 die. Combat task, protect companion. Okay. Once all players have determined their stance, all combatants fighting in close combat must engage 1 or more opponents. I have selected my stance. Actions are now resolved with all members of the company going first. So I go first. When it's company's turn to act, all players reserve their actions with a stance. Forward stance going first. Main action requires your full attention. Recovering the position. I'm just trying to delay. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Trying to gain position and secure an advantage in some way. Maybe trap my dad in a room or something. Like, can I get out of the room and shut the door? So how do I do that? Combat tasks. I'm trying to move across the battlefield. That's what I'm trying to do. This is confusing. I don't know. Am I moderately hindered? No. I need to move in combat. I need to make a test of some kind. Where do I make this test? Player heroes attack their enemy as a main action. An attack roll is made using combat proficiency corresponding to the weapon used. I'm unarmed. So I do 1. What is my dad's parry ranking? How am I supposed to know? I need like a Hobbit NPC to like juxtapose this. So what do I do? And to attack my dad using it's based on their strength and modified by parry rating. I think I use the weapon skill, but I don't have a weapon. I like can't punch him. In fact, I'll get like a -1 die because I'm also defensive. There's no way I can beat my own target number strength of 15 with just a d12. But I guess I got to roll anyways, so it's not like a. I guess I could possibly get a Gandalf. Nope. I got an Eye of Sauron. Cool. I literally rolled an 11. Target number, so that's a 0. I think my endurance goes to 19 because my damage would go to 1. Sorry, I guess it goes to current is 20 and then fatigue is 1. Is that how that works? Well, that's bad. How do you take damage? Most adversaries are killed outright when wounded. That's cool. What happens when I'm the one taking damage? My opponent is taking forward stance against me. What do I need to do? I choose their actions in stance order. Okay. The description of the adversary. Well, my dad's also not proficient, so I guess he just is going to attack. He gets a -1 die because I'm defensive, so he's just gonna roll also a fate die and fails. What can I do to like? Oh, I'd have to get a success. Um, I'm gonna implore him to see reason. So I'm gonna try to enhearten him. So he tried. I tried to attack. I guess I tried to restrain him. He breaks off and tries to tackle me. I slip out. I try to plead with him. I feel like I wouldn't be favored at this, so I lose my normal favor and just rolls normal in Hearten against Heart, I think. Here we go. A 9, a 6, and a 4. That's a 19. I think my dad comes around. And I think he realizes what he was doing and profusely apologizes. And he, you know, eyes full of tears, admits he's not well ever since he met somebody, I don't know, like met someone ever since that traitor in Bree. In Bree. Well, and so I'm going to promise to take care. Yeah, he definitely did. So instead, I'm gonna hug my dad and promise him things are gonna be okay. I'm going to, now that he's settled down, I'm giving him a blanket, and some water and tea and some scones. So he's going to rest up for a while, and I'm going to quietly prepare a pack, my pack and stuff to get ready to go to Bree, and see about this traitor who poisoned my dad, my dad's mind. I need a name for my dad, so I don't keep calling him dad. I mean, dad's fine, but also, give me Hobbit names. Fastred. And my mom's name is Marigold. Do I have I think on a 7 or better, do I have a sibling who's roughly just a sibling younger or older? No, I don't. Okay. Cool. So I need to go to Bree. And I don't know what's awaiting me there. I mean, from my perspective, I think obviously Gandalf's going to be there to help me out. But let's see what happens on the way there, right? So, give me a journey. Journey rolls are not used in Strider mode. Instead, your player must tend to aspects of travel. Hey, Gunny. My dad is mentally poisoned and tried to attack me, and he has lost hope after returning from a business trip in Bree. This is obviously most alarming, and as I've calmed him down and taken care of him, I'm setting up for leaving the small town in the Shire to head to Bree. So let me figure out what I got to do. To resolve journey events for hero, skip the event's target step. Instead, you are always the target of the event and challenge abilities, blah, 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 event's nature. So I roll to see what event it is. Oh my god, I finally got a fucking 12. A joyful sight. I regained 1 hope. I didn't lose a hope, though. Let me see a d6. What kind of joyful sight it was. A 1. A majestic creature. Oh shit, I don't know anything about majestic creatures in Middle-earth. How am I supposed to know what joyful creatures? There's no, like, bestiary. Hunting to observe them without startling them. Well, I have no hunting, like, whatsoever. Which is awesome. Yeah, I guess it's got to be a giant eagle. Is hunting wits based target number? Hunting is strength based. How am I supposed to roll a 15 when I only can roll a d12? Do I have adventuring points I can spend? Can I spend a point of hope to get an additional die? I can do something like that. Where is the rolling stuff? A player able to make a die roll can spend 1 hope point to gain 1 die. I will spend a hope. Your boy rolled an Eye of Sauron. I've rolled 4 times, and I've gotten 3 Eye of Saurons. All right. Yeah, it's possible. My dad attacking me like rolled like a 9, which is pretty cool. But no, all right, cool. Eye of Sauron. That's like the worst possible thing. Seems pretty bad. So I don't recover the hope that I would. Should I roll something like an ill fortune or something? Seems bad. Yeah, what is the ill fortune that this draws upon? 2. Your actions are observed by someone of ill intent. Ooh. Someone on the road. So who is the cool companion that is joining me? Is there like an NPC generator? Ah. Seven on the feet die. Give me an aspect and focus for this person. 4. Ominous. Well, yep, could have told you that. I'm trying to find a description for the suspicious person on the road. Ominous. Thank you. Wonderful. Super helpful there. 11 and 1. This is an aspect. $11. Oh yeah, of course. Is the fucking Eye of Sauron, by the way. Corrupted. Cool. Ominous corrupted. Perhaps this is the traitor. That found my dad. How bad is this guy? Let me look at the telling table. I think it's likely. Is this foe beyond me? I think this is likely on a 4 or better. A bit like I don't know what the rules are in this game, but like, is this guy a higher tier than me? Like, am I really fucked up? Like, is this bad? 8, yes. All right, this guy's really bad, but I don't think he's hostile to me, right? His goals would be to corrupt me, not to kill me or anything. So perhaps he finds me as I hear the sounds for an eagle. He finds me, as around my camp, and asks to share my fire and some songs. I want to be a good host, and I don't go out too often. And he says it's strange times to see hobbits about. especially one alone like this. And he's like, of course. And I don't really say too much because I'm trying to be guarded and know that I need to be careful about heading to Bree. I don't mean to pry. Your business is your own, but I would love to know. You're not heading up to Bree by chance, are you? And I kind of look at him and says, I don't mean to pry. That's the way I'm coming from. I'd be careful over there. There's a lot of strange folks about. And I kind of look at him, and I kind of want to insight him here. If I can read how bad he is, if he's a real bad dude. This corn pop is a bad guy. What do? I need to be in the One Ring rules. This is another skill test, a skill list. Is this what can insight give me this? What I'm seeking? Yes, insight represents the ability to see beyond appearances and recognize hidden thoughts and beliefs in people. An insight roll provides players with a reliable but partial portrait of the person. All right, so how should I behave around this person? I'm rolling insight. I am favored in insight, and I'm rolling 3 dice. So I roll 2 fate dice and 3 dice, trying to beat a 12. I rolled a Gandalf rune, and I rolled an Eye of Sauron rune. I rolled an 11 and a fucking 12. I rolled... because I'm favored, do I just take the highest of the two? Let me read about being favored. Is that what that means? And keeping the best result. Okay. Well, I got a stunning success. I didn't get a 6, so I didn't get any additional successes I could spend on this thing. All right, but Fastrid. I need a name for this villain for Bungo to run into. I need a name for him. He is a man, I guess. I don't know. He's not a dwarf. He's a man of Bree, I guess. Give me a name. Alfred. Giles. Ian Hamilton. So that's bad for him. I see through his disguise and see his horror. What do I do? I'm going to, when he says there's strange folks about, you trust me, don't you? I put down my snack by the fire and say, no, stranger, I do not. And what have I done to offend you? Dear Master Hobbit, your words wound me. And say, a traitor from Bree. My father fell ill after meeting a traitor from Bree. I will admit to him fully. He realizes now that Giles realizes now that I'm the son of the traitor, the Hobbit traitor. Oh. If I was this traitor, what would you do about it, Master Hobbit? Feel free to see I am unarmed. My horse is I'm well stocked and provisioned. I imagine he has a horse and wagon. Like, I imagine he didn't stop at my fire to, like, by himself. I imagine, like, he's, like, on his wagon or whatever, passing by, and I'm, like, camping off the side of the road or whatever, right? Towards Bree. And so he's kind of threatening me. Can he make me afraid? Is there a test to see if he can make me afraid? Because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to intimidate me. And he has control here. Like, I would say he's in charge of the scene because he is a more powerful person and I must defer to him. But I don't know what that means in this game. Is there like, whoa? Not losing endurance. I genuinely don't know what to do here. Oh, I forgot I have my distinctive traits I should be able to call on. Can I, like, make you test hope? Yeah, can I make you have a shadow test? Here we go. A sentiment that comes to weigh heavily on the hearts and minds. In the games, the burden is represented by accumulation of shadow points and sources that force their gain. Shadow points are kept track by marking them. Shadow test. A number of sources of shadows allowed to roll or cancel or reduce called shadow tests. These rolls are based using valor or wisdom depending on the source of the shadow. I think this is wisdom because I'm naive as hell right now. And I'm not fighting like, sword to sword. I'm word to word. So how do I fight shadow? Dread. Yes, give me dread. How do I fight dread? Give me dread. Definitely not this one. No, not that one. This is a dreadful experience. I'm on the hook for 2 shadow points here. I don't know what this guy is, but he's like a worm tongue kind of like, cult kind of fellow is what I'm thinking. And this person is very strong, like a Hierophant. A real agent of shadow. So what do I do? Shadow test, valor. That's a great name, but help me out here. Shadow test, wisdom. What is a wisdom test? Help me. But player heroes, there is only one way to recover. No. Give me a shadow test. What number? As any other roll, using a feat die plus a number equal to the character's appropriate rating. Oh, so, okay. So it's a shadow test. I guess I'm trying to beat heart. It's a feat die, and I have 1 virtue. So I guess I'm rolling that. I want to burn a hope. I don't want to get owned here. So now I'm going to make a shadow test. Shadow tests are resolved as any other roll by using a feat die. I rolled 2 5s and a 4. I rolled a 14. That beats my heart by 1. Okay. When a shadow test is passed, the hero reduces the number of shadow points gained by 1 point on a success, plus 1 for each successful icon rolled. Source of shadows can be resisted with a test, dread, greed, or sorcery, described later. Dread. This is dread. I was fighting dread. Oh, this was a valor test instead. I see. Don't I gain a benefit of being a hobbit for this? That's just greed. Companions often confront challenges that might be temporary downstream measures to achieve their goal. When this happens, a misdeed. Players gain shadow. No, that's not me. Okay, so technically that was actually a valor test for me. So I'm going to gain a shadow point from this. He just smiles with me with a crookedly toothed smile. Well, perhaps I should be going then, Master Hobbit. Enjoy your fire. Yeah, and he stirs his black horse and carriage down the road. I watch a beetle crawl into the fire. I do not get much sleep this night. Cool. What do I need to do to get to fucking Bree? How many events does it take to get to Bree? I think it's just a 1. All right, I arrive at Bree. Cool. All right, well, that was my first foray, and that's a good stopping point. I made it to Bree. I'll run into Gandalf. And we'll see what happens the next time I play this. If I play this again. I'm a little confused right now. I feel like I did a lot of things wrong. I think I ignored some trait stuff. Like, I always forget about fair spoken and merry. I probably could have used that for a die advantage or leadership or something. But I'll figure that out. That's why you play more. But I mean, so far this game's okay. Just feels like any other game. Doesn't particularly feel Middle-earthy for me yet. But I would be very surprised if a game could let me feel Middle-earthy within, like, you know, a single roll or whatever. All right, well, anyways, that would do it for me tonight. We played lots of GeoGuessr, lots of a few crosswords, and I made a character for Strider mode and got him to Bree. So clearly there's some kind of like dark shadowy person. I had to punch my dad. Yep. Well, he was attacking me, so it was self-defense, and it sickened me. I probably should have taken a shadow for that, to be honest with you. In fact, retroactively, I'm going to have to do this because my dad was attacking me and he's upset, and that's obviously super disturbing. So give me a valor test on that for me real quick. That's just a fail, so I'm just going to give myself another quick little shadow. I'm not too shadow. That makes sense. I feel like you should accumulate shadow when making these rolls a lot. But again, I don't know what the right pacing balance of stuff to be. But we'll figure it out. Okay. Let me make some notes here so I don't forget about this. Hopelessness. His business. Talk him out of it. Flew into a rage. Oh, cool. It's it wraps around. Briefly came to blows before I was able to implore him to settle down, and he was not acting himself. He sobbed in my arms, and I vowed to make this right and find the one who did this to him. And Bree. Why wouldn't I pursue? Why wouldn't I pursue him? Why am I going to Bree? No. I didn't make it. I lied about this part. That didn't happen. More answers. Along the way, I saw an eagle. But at night, a strange merchant passed by my camp. Did nothing wrong. He felt off and gave me the shivers. Arrived at the Prancing Pony in Bree not long after. There you go. Alright, so now I can remember that stuff. Awesome. Alright, y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll catch you all later. Bye.